Hello everyone! Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me this morning for your lunch bites? I missed you guys, regardless of if you missed me or not. But I have a special announcement to go along with lunch bites that I can't wait to share with you. I'm going to make sure everybody that wants to join gets to, and then I will share it with you. This is some exciting stuff, you guys. If you have watched any of my other scopes, you will know for sure it's exciting. All right, guys. I'm just going to tell you because I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, you guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Thank you, Web Evie, I think it's Web Evie. Thank you for sharing you shared me everywhere. You're so sweet, and you sang great. First of all, Evie. Perfect. You guys, Web Evie is awesome. Go follow her. She's the sweetest. I just did Periscope. No, I just did, it was a Periscope, but it was karaoke, and it was through Perry Girls, and it was so much fun. I hope you guys go watch the replay. It was just a lot of fun. But I am here to do news bites with you guys. So if you want to block them for me, that would be awesome. But so anyway, I usually do lunch bites. You were so cute. Thank you so much. And thank you for blocking them for me. Hey, Mama. Sing5678 is my mama, you guys. I love to introduce her. She's so sweet. Thank you for those hearts. You guys, I just have so much excitement to tell you. Number one, you have helped me finally surpass 100,000 hearts, you guys. We did it! Yay! You guys, we did it, and I have not even been scoping for 2 months, and I am at 120,000 hearts. Thank you so much, guys. You rock. In my first week, you guys got me to 50,000, and I thought that was cool, and I'm at 120,000. So join Heart Tribes. I think that I did, Evie, but I can double check. I can certainly double check. My second piece of really exciting news before I get to my news bites is, guys, I found a job. I found a job finally. I'm so excited. If you guys have watched my channel, you know that I am in public relations and branding, and I have been doing consultant work, but I've been also looking for a full-time job. I've been looking and looking and looking and looking since December, because PR is always the first thing to go, and it was just a budget cut, and I was let go because of it. Yes, God is so good. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow, guys. I got the best job, and today was my first day. Guys, it went so well, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think I really love it, and I'm really excited about it. So it's something that I'm surprised that I ended up doing this specific job, but I couldn't be more excited. So because of that, I usually do news bites, and I do it around 11 o'clock Central Time, or maybe noon, so that you can get it when you're waking up if you're on the West Coast, and you get it around lunchtime on the East Coast. I do that so that you have the perfect lunch fodder conversation for lunch with your coworkers, or conversation around the carpool with your kids when you pick them up, if you can't get them to talk to you, with your friends at the mall, really anything, because we do everything from international news, world news, politics, celebrity news, tech talk. Tech talk's my favorite, always. But it's 8 headlines, and it kind of is a partnership with Refinery 29, and we do it in about 15 minutes. So what I wanted to let you guys know is, unless I decide to give get up at the crack of dawn, which I'm pretty sure you guys aren't up at the crack of dawn anyway, it may become news bites / dinner bites. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with the edible news sort of thing. Yeah, Refinery 29, they're awesome. They have a really great app. I'm sort of spoiling how I get some of this news, but if you want to use their app, you can kind of be ahead of me. But anyway, so I just want to let you know the dynamic's going to change a little bit. I always upload it to YouTube. So if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, it's just YouTube / Chelsea Roadman. I'm Chelsea Roadman everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, I almost said MySpace. What am I thinking? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can like my Facebook page. It's Chelsea Roadman PR. You can like that. I know, right? MySpace? What am I thinking? Clearly it's been a long day, you guys. So let's get to it. I don't want to keep you up too long, but there is some really interesting news. Some of it's going to make you laugh. And yes, that is my trash and recycling that's over my shoulder, if you guys are wondering. So please keep giving me hearts and covering it up because that's just embarrassing. I really should have picked a better spot to do this scope. But you know what? Y'all know I'm always real with you. So there you go. That's life. That's life. That's what they say. All right, anyway, so here we go, you guys. Here's our top news. So, here at home, we're going to do some national news, you guys. It's only way to be. Yeah, be real, you guys. Like, why be anything else? I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. Oh, you guys are getting me on a tangent. Okay, so first piece of news, you guys. President Obama, he's speaking up about those bills we've been talking about, those LGBTQ bills in North Carolina. He said that the bills discriminating against, thank you for sharing on Twitter, thank you so much, discriminating against LGBTQ individuals are quote unquote wrong and should be overturned. So he is making a stance. I knew he would eventually. I just didn't know how long it might take him. The Guardian is reporting that this statement came in response to a question about a travel advisory that the UK Foreign Office had issued to LGBTQ tourists, warning them against visiting the states of North Carolina and Mississippi. So now there are foreign countries saying you can go to the U.S., but don't so much go to North Carolina and Mississippi because of these laws. And so Obama is saying, hey, now let's do something about this. Y'all know that my opinion comes for free and my bias comes on the side, but where politics are concerned, I leave that in the kitchen. All right, so let's move on to number 2. That headline is also a little bit political and a little bit cha-chingy. Okay, it is about money. Billionaire philanthropist Charles Koch, I believe is his name, says he won't contribute money to Donald Trump or Ted Cruz. When asked by ABC News if he's supporting Trump or Cruz, the industry CEO responded that unless they change some of their positions, he's sitting this one out. He called Cruz, quote unquote, frightening and said that Trump's ideologies were, quote, reminiscent of the Nazi Germany. Yeah, that's a quote. So, certainly some strong opinions there. Again, you guys, you know how I feel about politics, leaving that opinion in the kitchen. Moving on to headline number 3. It's a spotlight, guys. This is pretty cool, a little sad at the same time. It's been 1 year since a devastating 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit Nepal and killed nearly 9,000 people. Okay, and so 1 year later, guys, the sad part is that much of the rubble is still on the ground, but the survivors aren't giving up, guys. Resilience. It's my favorite characteristics about human beings, and that is what they are showing us. To mark the first anniversary of the earthquake, the Global Fund for Women is sharing photojournalistic Allison Wright's images documenting women helping the country recover from the tragedy. And so the women are just getting to work and doing what needs to be done, and I think they should be so commended for that. I think we need to help you guys. It's been a year and they haven't recovered yet. So moving on to headline number 4, let's geek out a little bit. You know I love that. You know I love tech talk and anything geek related. I'm pretty much just a blonde-headed geek. Let's be real. Okay, number 4. An experimental solar-powered plane landed in California after a 2.5-day flight across the Pacific. I'm a sassy blonde. Well, I'm a sassy, geeky blonde. Thanks, guys, for joining. So we were just saying an experimental solar-powered plane landed in California after a 2.5-day flight across the Pacific. Okay, so get this. It's pretty interesting. Piloted by a Swiss explorer and psychiatrist. So I think it's cool. He's an explorer of the world and the mind. He's a Swiss explorer and psychologist. I believe his last name is Picard, which reminds me of Star Trek, you know, Captain Picard. Beam me up, Scotty. I love that. But anyway, yeah, I love Star Trek. I told you guys I'm a big nerd. I love it. So anyway, it was called Solar Impulse 2. That was the name of it. And it touched down in Mountain View just before midnight. It was 3 a.m. Eastern time. And what Picard said is, it's a new era. This is not science fiction. It's today. That's what he told CNN. So, I think that's really cool. 2.5 days and it was solar powered. I mean, that's the future, guys, and it's here. It's today. Like, I love it. That's awesome. All right, you guys, number 5. It's a little celebrity news. We got to talk about Queen Bee, and her ability to slay everything. After an exclusive Tidal release, Beyonce dropped her album Lemonade on iTunes last night. The New York Times reports that unlike Kanye West's The Life of Pablo, Beyonce will make her album available on streaming services beyond Tidal. She is reportedly giving the streaming service, of which she is part owner, only a 24-hour exclusive window. Lemonade will be on iTunes at midnight, so depending on your time zone, guys, we've only got, you know, a few more hours to go. Alright guys, moving on to number 6. This one is very interesting and could be very helpful for you to know. In the know, a new study found that when you're not in your usual bed, you may only be sleeping with half of your brain. Well, you may have thought this was true and thought you were crazy, but indeed, scientists don't disagree with you, and in fact, they say the tendency to sleep less soundly from home is so common that it has a name among sleep specialists. It's called the first night effect, and in order to determine the source of this phenomenon, researchers from Brown University monitored the brain activity of 11 people while they slept in an unfamiliar place, and it did prove this theory to be correct. So if you feel like when you're in a hotel or when you're bunking on a friend's bed or sleeping on someone's couch that you don't sleep as well, you're not crazy. It's a scientific truth. Now, as far as night 2 goes, I don't know. I can't help you there. All right, guys, number 7. This one I feel like you're going to want to listen to. You're going to be interested in. It has to do with alcohol. That's usually one that the numbers go up when I talk about. All right, you guys, bottoms up. A new brand of gin distilled with pure collagen. It claims to stop your skin from aging. So, a 40% proof gin known as anti-gin. Get it? Anti-gin. Okay. Well, this type of gin contains chamomile, tea tree, and other ingredients thought to help preserve young-looking skin. And according to a study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology earlier this year, people who take a daily collagen supplement do, in fact, have more hydrated, less aged skin. My question, though, is that if you are taking in alcohol that is going to dehydrate you, then the collagen that is going to hydrate you is only going to serve to counter that effect. So it kind of makes me wonder, is it going to actually make you look younger, or is it just going to make you look like you? Mind blown commentary. I don't know if you followed that train of thought, but if you did, you're just as confused as I am. So let's move on to the last headline. R29 Music Tracker. Well, it's another Queen Bee headline. They took Refinery 29 took a bit of a deeper dive into Beyonce's Lemonade track by track, and here's what they found. The album is a story of discovering infidelity, wrestling with it, and ultimately forgiving it. It's the most cohesive album in her career, they say, and it's as close to a concept as she'll ever come, except for, quote, 6 inch. A song right in the middle, Lemonade, penned by The Weeknd. And clearly the spiritual sister, to quote the song In the Night, that explores his favorite topics, women who grind the darkest hours of the day. So, I mean, it's kind of sad when you think about that. Like, that's what Lemonade is about. And it makes sense, making lemonade out of lemons. She's dealing with how to handle infidelity, how to wrestle with it, and I suppose ultimately forgive it. I don't know. Could you guys forgive it? I don't know. I don't know if that's something I could do. I don't know. I guess you don't know until you're in that position. But she did, and she wrote an album about it, so, at least it made her some money, I guess. Not that she needed it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm excited to be able to still bring you the news, even though it is going to be more of an evening news show. Thankfully, now that I have a job, yay! I haven't even announced it on social media yet. This is, Periscope's the first one to hear about it, so it's about to go on Facebook, though. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow night. Actually, tonight I was featured on Karaoke, and tomorrow night I'm going to be featured on Perry Girls, so I hope that you guys will tune in. It's at 9 o'clock Central Time, so whatever that is for you, I hope that you join in, and it will be a lot of fun. Tonight was a lot of fun, and it will be tomorrow too. And I will see you guys and let you know what's going on in the world tomorrow. You guys sleep well and have a great evening. Bye, kids.